kick ball. With 22 on the shot clock, Grady Dixon will throw it from the far sideline. Dixon works baseline, bounce pass to JT Pound, got fouled. A couple of Bengals had a surprised look on their face, but it will be JT Pound going to the line for two. He's a second-year player from Durham, Maine, went to Freeport High School. Gets one more. Marsh returns, replacing Jefferson. Pound will try to get the tie here with 8:22 to go, first half. Luka Novakovic comes out. And a soft touch by Pound goes down. We're tied at 25. Martinez being watched by Marsh. Switch off. Pound. Martinez high off the glass, and somehow Pound got underneath and got the rebound. Nice effort by JT Pound. Dixon thought about it. Baseline jump shot, swish. Javion Jacobs. 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Martinez being watched by Marsh. Out behind the arc, handed off. Speed goes outside. 3-point attempt is missed. And that was DeAndre Johnson, I think. Let's see. Yes. And down the lane, off glass and good. Javion Jacobs as he had to create in midair.
Yeah, great body control by Jacobs. He's a great finisher.
Oh, yeah. 3-pointer for Kent. No good by Rogers. Rebound, Donovan Johnson. He hits the side of the rim on a three. Here comes Marsh. Stops. Dixon for three. Back rim. Rebound, Will Duke. No good. JT Pound is going to the line. They needed to get JT Pound back in the game, right? Since he's come in the last minute and a half, he's been quite involved.
Yeah, he's always involved in it. We want to apologize. We went off the air for a brief bit of time, and something happened on the back end, but we fixed it. We're back with you now. Missed about 4 minutes, I think. So thanks for letting us know online that happened.
One more for Pound. Boy, we said some real cool stuff during that 4 minutes too, Rob. So.
Yeah. I was busy trying to figure out what happened here. User error, I think, on my part. Just, as I said, multitasking, overrated. Way too many things going on here.
Pound was 2 for 2. Shot no good. Is Will Duke to Marsh. Marsh fakes in midair and lays it in. Keontae Marsh. And all of a sudden, the lead back up to 8 for Central Maine.
Pretty job by Marsh.
Drew Rogers over by the Mustang bench. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, so the Bengals going to bring it out front. Antonio Speed gave the ball up. Speed sets a screen. Sam Williams goes inside the Speed and lays it in. That was a well-executed play by UMaine, Fort Kent.
Yeah, pretty pass and pretty finish.
Marsh stops, shoots, got it. Marsh stopped on a dime and came up shooting in controlled fashion.
Yeah, we talked about his confidence, and that's manifesting itself in his offensive production.
35-27, three-pointer Bengals. Bang. Drew Rogers, the senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, drilled that one. 35-30 Central Maine with 5.5 minutes to go, first half. Walking the ball up is Marsh. Dixon in front of us, it's Will Duke. Marsh thought about a three. Dixon ends up with it. Dixon loses it It'll be Fort Kent ball. Returning for the Mustangs, Jaden Williams, number 12. Alex Brigitte, number 35. Drew Rogers looked over to Coach John Mandeville, got a couple of words. The Bengals almost threw it away, but the ball ended up with Donovan Johnson. Here's a drive by Martinez. He spins one way, comes back the other. It did not go, but Martinez will shoot two. Only 10 players listed on the Fort Kent roster, by the way. That one spins out by Martinez. Ryan White back in for CM. Will Duke will take a break. Donovan Johnson will take a break for the Bengals. Second foul shot good by Martinez. 6 fouls on Central Maine, 9 on the Bengals. So that would be one more foul on CM, would be 1-1 Fort Kent. Foul on Fort Kent will send the Mustangs to the line for 2. Dixon gonna bring it back out. They swing it around to Williams. Marsh, and ends up at the far side. Marsh got it back, hit the iron. Nice rebound. Drew Rogers as he elevated. Rogers brings it right down, gonna take it coast to coast. No good, but he's going to the line. Alex Brigitte, his first foul. Rogers, second shot. One out of 2 that trip for Rogers. Loose ball. And they're going to say it's Fort Kent ball. Way down in the deep left corner. DeAndre Johnson gives up his dribble. No, I guess he didn't. From downtown, no good by DeAndre Johnson. The loose ball went to Fort Kent. All kinds of traffic down there, and they wave the play off. Traveling. You see, Rob, you see how many players were within like 6 feet of each other?
That
Wow.
That looked like it was the last piece of trick-or-treat candy left, everybody getting after it. Well, we think we got our issues worked out, and I think we got hockey rescheduled over at the ice rink.
Now, what happened to your house with the 3 sons if there was like one piece of cake left? What happened?
Well, I would try to make sure that they didn't fight in front of their mother, so I'd eat the cake. We went through some food when those guys were teens. Oh, my God. I don't know how we got through the 90s. From 95 to when they went to college. Oh, my gosh.
You must have had 2 shopping carts.
I had direct deposit. My teaching check from MSAD 11 went right down to Hannaford.
There's no way you could get that stuff in one shopping cart.
Yeah, a lot of people, go self-deposit in the credit union.
Right.
Mine went right down to Hannaford.
Sam Williams committed the foul. Nice job at the foul line for Jaden Williams. 36-32, 4 minutes and change left in this first half. Baseline drive, now they go back outside. DeAndre Johnson to Donovan Johnson. And baseline shot high off the glass by Antonio Speed. So the Johnson brothers combined, and then they made a pass to Speed to cut the lead to 2. There's a screen by JT Pound, and Marsh knew it, that Pound was cutting, but threw it too low. The ball did not bounce up high enough for JT. 3.5 to go. Bounce pass, and JT Pound came up with it. Here come the Mustangs. Jacobs loses the ball. Donovan Johnson out by the Mustang logo. That's Sam Williams being watched by White. Pound comes out. And there's a dipsy-do move, but they go to the corner for three. Bang! Who is that man? It's Drew Rogers. And all of a sudden, Fort Kent has a 1-point lead. Marsh's shot is blocked. Marsh hustled and got it back. White changes hands on the dribble. Marsh hands off to White. Williams couldn't get through. Three-pointer, bang! Ryan White, deep left corner.
Yeah, Ryan saving that possession. That was about to break down.
Oh yeah, that was shaky. 39-37 Mustangs. Down the lane, off glass and good. Sam Williams had to be very creative at the end.
Yeah, crash bang in.
We're tied at 39, nearing the 2-minute mark, remaining first half. Marsh fakes, Marsh shoots, does not get it. Rebound Fort Kent. The Bengals on a run out. Over to DeAndre Johnson, bang! So the Bengals hustled down the court, then kicked it out. On to the side, right by the Mustangs bench.
Yeah, they're not afraid to launch threes, apparently, huh?
Jaden Williams, a dipsy-do, how do you do? As he faked in midair and still had enough on it to make the layup.
That's a tremendous finish. We'll show you when we get a second.
When I say a layup, not the conventional layup. And
here we go.
Over and back.
Very athletic finish there. You called it, Jim, the dipsy-do for two.
(42-41). UMaine Fort Kent. Mustangs inbound it. Ryan White gives up his dribble. Got it to Jacobs. Jacobs is fouled. That's going to be 2 shots. Antonio Speed thought he had all ball. At the foul line, Javion Jacobs. And one more. Will Duke has come back in with the final 1:12 of the half. 1 out of 2 at the line for Jacobs, so we're tied at 42. DeAndre Johnson gonna take it all the way, comes up short. Rebound Mustangs. That's Jaden Williams. Here's Duke for 3, in and out. And they're gonna say it's Central Maine ball.
Boy, I think they're gonna break there.
Javion Jacobs has a big grin on his face. Like he didn't get caught in the quick. Look out below! Inbounded to Javion Jacobs, who stuffed it.
Yeah, nice little play drawn up by the Mustangs. A Jacobs jam.
Look at that hustle. Wow. Hello. Wow, about 4 players hustled, and in the end, I think it was Jaden Williams that scored? 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Bengals. And 19 seconds to go. Here come the Mustangs. And going to the line will be Javion Jacobs.
I think I've got one of the I think this is the out-of-bounds play. That's a beautifully constructed play. You see it run right here. Ends up being the jam. It's been an entertaining tilt.
Oh, yeah.
Back and forth, trading punches. Not literally, of course. Kids are playing hard, getting on the floor. That was a great job by the Mustangs. Loose ball.
Jacobs. Swish with that one. See Crady Dixon back in. 14 seconds on the clock. 2 for 2 for Jacobs. 48-42, Central Maine. Let's see if the Bengals can get a quality shot off. Sam Williams takes it all the way and makes it himself. And that's going to do it for the first half. So we had a double-digit lead at one time for Central Maine. Fort Kent came back and took the lead a few times, but the Mustangs finished strong the last minute. So they'll go into the locker room with the lead. After the first half of action, this men's non-conference basketball matchup, Central Maine 48, University of Maine, Fort Kent 44 on Munzing Media Sports.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. This kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Having free college, it's awesome.
I'm not going to have this weight of debt hanging over my shoulder.
It's so nice to be able to not have to worry about that burden. CM sets you up for success.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Listen, Medicare can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're new to Medicare or exploring your options during open enrollment, our team at CBU Advantage is here to help make it simple. We'll help you compare plans, understand your benefits, and find the coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Don't let the confusion or stress hold you back. We're going to simplify the entire process for you. We're just a phone call away. Call us today or click the link below to book an appointment with a licensed agent to discuss your options. Talk to you all soon.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2022 to 2025. Set your goals and find your path at CMCC. Let's build a future together.
Our goal in public service is to improve the quality of life in communities. This is the Public Service and Social Sciences Department. We originally started with criminal justice, and then we added more programming.
I'm in the forensic science program.
I want to become a state fire investigator.
State trooper.
I want to be a game warden.
Forensic psychologist. Behavioral health professional.
CM offers a lot more hands-on learning than most places.
The only way to give them that experience is to do that through immersive scenario training.
You actually dust the fingerprints.
Learning how to go through, take pictures, what to look for.
We are the only college in the state of Maine that offers a third-year advanced certificate in police operations.
It is a great way of excelling your career and jump-starting you onto that path.
Public Service Simulation Center allows us to fully implement an immersive training environment.
Can I see your other hand?
You just don't want to get boxed in.
We teach de-escalation and empathetic communication to better address community needs.
The instructors are awesome.
They really care about our education.
We have people that teach who have been members or are actively members of these industries. This is a one-of-a-kind program.
It's preparing me to have a step up in my professional career.
Here at the school, they're really invested in our education.
It's a nice environment.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity. Just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCAA.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
We rejoin you here at halftime in a good first half. 4-point game. Mustangs lead it 48-44. Jim Toomey's got the halftime stats for you. Jim?
Thank you, Rob Munzing. The Bengals shooting 47% from the floor on 17 out of 36. The Mustangs 17 out of 41. That's 42%, so pretty even there. 3-point field goals. The Bengals shooting 50%, 8 out of 16. Central Maine, 3 out of 9. At the foul line, an edge to Central Maine. They made 11 out of 16, 69%. Fort Kent, 2 out of 6. Turnovers, only 8 for CM and only 7 for Fort Kent. Rebounding edge goes to Central Maine, 24-11. And the main reason for that is they had 11 offensive rebounds, the Mustangs did. Individually, DeAndre Johnson leads the way for Fort Kent with 11 points. 9 points for Antonio Speed. 8 points for Sam Williams. Drew Rogers had 7. Donovan Johnson, 6. Luka Novakovic has 2. Foul shot for Elijah Martinez for his score. And also seeing action was Kenna Bekel, had a few minutes of action. I don't believe DJ Shower or Deshaun Doley got in. I guess Doley got in briefly. For the Mustangs, Double J, Javion Jacobs, 17 points. 6 out of 10 from the floor, 5 out of 6 on the foul line. He also had 6 rebounds. 9 points for Jaden Williams. Keontae Marsh had 7. Will Duke had 5 to go along with 3 rebounds. JT Pound, 4 points, 4 boards. 3 points for Ryan White. Sasha Alexiev, 2 points. Grady Dixon had a foul shot for his point. Also seeing action, Aiden Jefferson, Luke Jameson, and Alex Brigitte, who had 3 rebounds when he was in the game. So again, looking what's ahead for these teams. Fort Kent will be home to Fisher College out of Massachusetts and University of Maine Augusta on the 7th and 8th. The Fisher game at high noon and UMaine Augusta at 3 o'clock. So that's next weekend. On the 10th, the Bengals go down to Bangor, Maine, take on the Husson Eagles at 6 o'clock. Husson, a D3 team playing in the North Atlantic Conference. As far as the Mustangs go, next Wednesday they'll be at the Augusta Civic Center, 8 o'clock. Second game of a doubleheader against the University of Maine Augusta Moose. Next weekend, a week from today, they'll take a trip down to Down East Maine. Washington County Community College, only in what, the 3rd year of action.
Yes.
3 o'clock. So if you want to know where Washington County is, or Calais, look at the state of Maine, and it's the point jutting farthest to the east. And Calais, right across the river from St. Stephen, New Brunswick. It's, you know, that's only about a 150-foot bridge or so. And they do a lot of cooperative things between the cities, Rob. But
yeah, I went down there once when I was working for the state Maine laptop program, Jim. And I got up to go to a meeting the next day, and it was an hour early. And what had happened is my iPhone had switched over to Atlantic time.
Yeah.
Well, as my old coach used to say, listen, if you guys can't be on time, be early. And I always liked that saying. Used to use it myself with some of my teams.
Well, interesting thing from the pandemic, there was a wedding on the St. Stephen's side, and they had all kinds of friends on the Calais side. But they were not allowed to go across.
Yeah, that's right. They closed the border, yeah.
So what they did, they got various types of boats, and the people from Calais got over to the other side. They had a wedding right on the dock with the St. Stephen people on the dock as guests and participants. And below them in the water of the St. Croix River going into the ocean, you had all the friends they had in Calais.
Isn't that awesome? What a way to do it.
Yeah, that was a positive story at that time. So that's where Calais is, St. Stephen, New Brunswick. And then actually have a Sunday game, the 9th. Interesting start time, Rob. Roxbury will be here 2:30.
That's a, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why
and
that
then for a homestand, folks, I believe it's all YSCC action. The Mustangs will be home on the 11th, 13th, and 15th. And I think all those are double headers with the women, I believe.
Yes. Yep.
So 20 minutes on the clock. Central Maine 48. Maine 4 Kent 44. Glad you're joining us, fans of both schools, wherever you may be watching this. Jim Toomey with Robert Munzing, our producer. And again, give me the camera person's name, Rob.
Yeah, Adam tonight, Adam Zinninger. He's on the B basketball team.
All right, we want to be sure we credit everybody because our friends at the table always work hard with clocks, scorebook, and live stats.
Yeah,
Oh.
lots to do down here at the college today with the soccer tournament and hockey going on and these 2 games going on. You got 5 games going on. It takes a lot of people to run all these.
There's a steal for the Bengals. And coming up short, but a follow-up basket.
Pretty.
That was Antonio Speed. It looks like he followed the miss of Martinez.
It wasn't an easy, uncontestedly, and either was tough.
And down the lane, shot is blocked. Jacobs got it back. Duke bounced past the Pound. Yes!
Boy. I think all 5 guys touch the ball in that quick possession. They all 5 touch it in about 10 seconds and bang from the baseline. Pound banged it home.
50-46 CM. Little contact we play on. Not getting the roll was Martinez. I think there's going to be more fouls called this half. I just have this feeling.
And they found something underneath. If you missed the women's game, Hunter Hartsgrove had 20. Cassie Riganui on her birthday, and Brianna Dwyer had 15 apiece.
That was an 85-73 win for the CM women over Maine 4 Kent.
Yeah, good win over quality opponent.
1 minute into the second half, Mustangs by 4. Bounce past Jacobs in the lane. Duke. And Will Duke hung in midair and went off glass with his natural left hand.
Yeah, Will had to hang there because he knew if he had gone up conventionally, he's probably going to get blocked with a bigger defender on him. And we'll show you what Will did here in a second.
3-pointer, no good. Missed by Martinez. Rebound CM. Running the court. JT Pound lost it. Got it back, and very soft touch from the baseline for JT Pound.
He's got a nice touch for a big guy. You know, that started out as a disaster, and, he turned it into a nice fluid move. Didn't panic.
JT Pound is very tough, very aggressive, but also is a quiet. He doesn't do all kinds of extra stuff that wastes energy.
No. He's not a theater major.
Thrown away by the Bengals.
Here's that Duke play that we were talking about. You could see him hang up there at the very end there and make the play. Back live.
8-point Mustang lead. Will Duke ends up with it on the far side. Dribbles. Almost lost it. Defending is Rogers. And down there deep. And somehow Javion Jacobs found some room along that baseline, came in from the left side and laid it in.
Yeah, Will Duke with the extra pass. Unselfish play by Wilk, laid it off. Little tic-tac-toe pass going on there. We'll show you when we get a second.
Double-digit lead for the Mustangs, 56-46. Three-pointer Bengals. No, excuse me, no good by Rogers. Here's Crady Dixon to Duke, and I think he shuffled his feet.
No, he did. Got it right here, that tic-tac-toe pass coming in. Watch it right here. Will's got it here, almost lost it. They set the offense up. Now they get set to go. There's one pass. Back, back. Nice play. Well done, Dave, clapping on the bench because he appreciates that play. Hey, this is a good start for the second half of the Mustangs, Jim. What they didn't do the other night, you know, they didn't come out in the second half that well, and
right.
UMaine Farmington came back on them.
Yes, they did. Nice layup, a power layup, Elijah Martinez. Yeah, UMaine Farmington made a comeback in about 2.5 minutes.
Right, yep, out of the half. So lesson learned. That's what you want a team to do, is respond to lessons learned.
Duke looks over to Coach Gagne and his staff. Got to play. Dixon looks underneath, and they go over in the corner. Line drive shot no good by Jacobs. Duke had the rebound, couldn't make the follow-up. And down the other end, the shot is missed by Speed. Rebound Dixon of the Mustangs. Pound. Jump shot from the side, hits the side of the rim by Jacobs. CM got it back. It goes into Jacobs, and this one is good. Nice pass by Crady Dixon.
Yeah, Crady with a beauty. Little sneak bounce pass in there. Only traveled about 2 feet.
Back up to a 10-point Mustang lead. Three-point attempt, no good by Speed. Rebound Jacobs. Dixon down in the corner behind his back. White, no good. The bench was ready to celebrate, but it didn't go down. Back the other way we come. Three-pointer, no good by Rogers. Rebound Dixon. And pass overthrown.
Here's that Crady Dixon little bounce pass inside. Watch it right here. Here comes Crady on it. Boom, just inside, boy. Really pretty when you see them use the old-fashioned bounce pass on Jim. That's us old-timers like that.
No, you got to be sure it's a bounce pass. Be sure it comes up high enough for the receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they don't take the right. Let's see what happens here. As a bounce passer, you have to look your point A, their point B, and you bounce it probably, what would you say, like 2/3 of the distance?
Yeah, you try to, yeah.
But
sure.
you have to have enough power on it so it bounces up to be a very easy catch.
Yeah, not off the shins.
No, yeah. That's the end of our clinic.
Yep.
DeAndre Johnson will get one more.
Old guys talking 50 basketball. Yeah. Here we go.
I noticed the Johnson brothers were actually talking to each other at the half, and one of them was talking, and then the other twin would nod, and then the other twin would say something. It was kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
They both nodded, listening to each other.
Probably finish each other's sentences, don't you think?
The folks at home might be saying, that happens some of the time at home, but not all the time. Look at that. Accelerated baseline. Javion Jacobson laid it in for an 11-point lead.
Yeah, Jacobs flashing.
Martinez. Donovan Johnson stops, shoots, got it.
Ooh,
nice
that's
touch.
A tough shot.
Yeah.
What
and
the
a
heck?
steal by DeAndre Johnson. Bengals thought it was their ball, and they're going to give it to CM. Look at that, nice defense. Martinez. Jaden Williams to pound. White way out by the logo. That's Keontae Marsh who's checked in. Halfway through the shot clock, Mustangs. Marsh on the drive, stops, shoots, comes up short. JT Pound with the offensive rebound. And he lays it in.
Clear the track.
JT Pound was squeezed between two dark shirts and somehow escaped and made the shot. And that's the most emotion we've seen out of JT Pound for a while, like maybe last year.
Yeah, he made a big boy play there, I'll tell you.
And the old-fashioned three-point play for JT Pound. 63-51. Antonio Speed coming back for the Bengals. Donovan Johnson will take a break. Again, only 10 players suited up tonight. In fact, maybe not even 10. There's 10 on the roster, and a couple of guys have their warm-up suit on. DeAndre Johnson, change of pace dribble. Rogers skips it to the other side, miscommunication. It'll be Central Maine ball. Comes into Marsh. DeAndre Johnson's trying to stay with him. There's some help from Luka Novakovic. Brigitte stops, shoots, does not get that one. Loose ball rebound picked up by the Bengals. Rogers ended up with that rebound. And lost out by UMaine Fort Kent. Marsh quickly in the front court, and I think it was deflected out. To trigger it in will be Ryan White underneath his own basket. Marsh faces the hoop, bounce pass to Brigitte. Brigitte back out to Pound. Pound from downtown. Bang! He's dangerous. 15-point lead. Look at that scrum. Comes away, and they're going to call a foul first. No basket.
Here's the Pound three. Knocks it home from beyond the arc, and the bench is up.
That actually was a break for the Bengals, wasn't it? That they called the foul.
Yes, exactly. Going to get a breakaway there.
Because like in other sports, they would say, they would hold their hand up and they would hold the whistle. You know what I'm saying? They would hold the whistle and let the play continue. No good that time by Pound. Lost out by Central Maine. And it's Donovan replacing DeAndre. So the Johnson brothers. One's in, one's out. Will Duke back in. Pound getting a rest. White coming to the bench, and also Marsh. So we'll pick it up. Dixon is back. Again, Duke, Brigitte, Jacobs, and Williams. We have in-your-face defense by both teams. Nova Kovacs somehow ends up with it. Try to finger roll, and it's white ball, they say. Dixon will bring it up with 13 minutes remaining. Mustangs with a 15-point lead. Peeking over his shoulder is Brigitte. Skips it way over to Dixon. Dixon back to Brigitte, who puts it off glass.
Yeah, Alex, nice finish. Left-handed. Slick there.
68-51. Near side, three-pointer, Donovan Johnson, bang.
Those kids can shoot.
Oh, yeah. 68-54. And it's going to be Fort Kent ball. Fort Kent, going to be a foul on CM.
Yeah. Duke coming over, thought he'd get the ball, get some arm with it, says Jonathan McLaughlin.
About 8 minutes gone in this half. It's been a 20-10 Central Maine advantage, Rob.
Well, as we said, I bet that was a point of emphasis after last game, and Coach going to be happy they responded.
Novakovic comes up short. Rebound Dixon. Behind his back. Here comes Crady. He says, I might as well go all the way and lay it in. Coast to coast, Crady Dixon.
Yeah, we'll show you Crady going coast to coast here. I got a long replay coming up. Good time for it. Did some tricky dribble in there, Jim. Here it is. Watch him. He's going to go coast to coast. Past one guy, past two. Goes past that guy for the second time. And now accelerates on the left side, lays it up and in. A beautiful finish. Yeah, that's the best replay we've had all game, I think, right there. That looks good. Hey, listen, folks, if you're looking for the hockey game, it's not here. This is Kirk Hall. You probably know that. But I'm being a little wise guy. But Facebook will only allow us to put one stream on at a time. And since basketball has already established itself on Facebook, we can't put the hockey game on Facebook as well. So the hockey game is going to be on the CM Athletics YouTube page. Now, a lot of you are already watching the basketball game on the CM Athletics YouTube page because it goes there, but it also goes on Facebook when we have that available. If you understand all that, there's going to be an extra cookie for you tomorrow after lunch.
You must be hungry tonight because you mentioned cookies about 3 times.
Well, I had one of those days. I was up at 6:30 to come here for soccer, and
wow,
to get set up and all that. And I did have a big breakfast. I was smart to do that. Got up early, had that, got here, set up, and going to have lunch soon.
Fort Kent moving the ball around. Donovan Johnson, number 10 Williams, and contact. We play on.
Oh.
In contact.
Jesus.
Will Duke knocked down. Novakovic actually helped him up after, right by the.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah. Rob, I would have been there. I would have been in the middle of that, right? My normal, or my, not no. I want this to be the normal, up in the bleachers.
I don't know if I can get that on a replay and see it.
Now, Rob, as you make your travels up and down I-95, if you see yourself driving in the opposite direction, just pull over.
Yeah, that was a little nasty. It's a good thing Will is Gumby-like.
Halfway down by Duke, rebound by Speed. And nice drive by Novakovic, but again, hangs it on the rim. Had a lot of momentum going. Duke kicks it back out. Here's a three-pointer. That's no good. Missed by Williams. Rebound Bengals. In the person of Sam Williams, he tries to go down deep. And that's going to be Central Maine ball. Both teams sort of forcing the issue, not to be picky, the last minute or so.
Yeah, it got a little ragged there, didn't it, huh? What a little raggedy Andy, I guess we'd say. Raggedy Andy. Still continues.
Stolen at midcourt by the Bengals. Down the lane. And all that action, and we have a 3-second violation.
Coach Gagne was calling that out on one of the earlier possessions.
Pound going to come back in, and it's Brigitte coming out. We have DeAndre Johnson returning to the Bengals lineup along with Elijah Martinez.
Is it still the family hour?
I didn't think
We might.
Yeah, well, and a technical foul on Fort Kent. I think they might have reached over the line and touched the ball, which is an automatic technical.
Yeah,
that's what I believe the call is. Official's going to consult, but
a little out of control here.
So if you got any opposition standing out of bounds with the ball, you, the defender, trying to put pressure, get in the. If you reach across the baseline in this case and touch the ball, it's an automatic technical.
Yeah, if you don't touch anything, they give you a warning.
Right. Grady Dixon. Two-shot situation on the technical. The hush settles over the crowd. Is that one of your Hermit's songs?
It is,
was
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
reference that, Jimmy.
So, you didn't think I was going to get that tonight, just like I was surprised when you said a reference to Edward Scissorhands. Who would have
you got
thought?
that. Yeah, that's good. We're still getting conferences going on here.
Yeah, we just had the shots. People that follow us, Rob and I agree on this. We take things serious, but we don't take ourselves too seriously.
So that's. Well, Mike came over here. Mike Rutherford, one of the officials here tonight, right?
Someone came off the bench. It was a technical foul.
Oh, so somebody came off the bench.
Okay.
It was a technical. Did he think he was going in the game? Was it change on the fly?
Okay, so it wasn't the inbounds play.
Right.
But I got the rule anyway, in case it happens in the future.
Yeah.
People will know.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be on the quiz.
All right. Three-pointer Dixon. No good. Rebound Donovan Johnson. DeAndre Johnson gave it up on the far side to Martinez. Here's Donovan Johnson. Dishes across the lane, up and in for Antonio Speed. Nice play, Donovan Johnson with the assist. It's still a 16-point lead. We're just about halfway through this second half. And over and back. The Bengals ball. Be perfect time for them to go on a run. I beg your pardon. Timeout on the court. 9:58 remaining second half. Central Maine 72. UMaine Fort Kent 56 on Munzing Media Sports.
So the men's soccer team won today. They won 2-0. They will be in the finals tomorrow over in New York at Word of Life. They'll be going against their rival, Southern Maine Community College. If you saw the game that we had on earlier this season,
Do you know how
it would be last month now, that would November. It was quite a contested affair. So that should be quite a game over there in New York State. We'll have the finals between Southern Maine Community College and NHTI in the women's division on the YSCC network tomorrow at noontime, and then women's hockey tomorrow at 3 as they take on the Norwich Cadets. And hockey getting underway just about right now over at Norway Savings Bank Arena. That'll be on the YouTube channel for CM Athletics.
It was quite a matchup that time. Elijah Martinez handling the ball for the Bengals. He was being guarded by Jaden Williams all over the place. In the end, Williams picked up his first foul. DeAndre Johnson fakes, drives, high off the glass, score the basket, +1. Second foul in the last 30 seconds for Jaden Williams. Will Duke comes out, Keontae Marsh back in.
Good news over at Norway Savings Bank Arena. Central Maine Mustangs up 2-0 already over Jefferson Community College. 8 minutes left in the first.
Three-point play completed by DeAndre Johnson. Down to a 13-point deficit. And the Bengals help their cause with a steal. There's the Euro step. Going to the line will be Antonio Speed.
Well, another learning opportunity here for the Mustangs. And now you're going to go in the final 10 in your game plan.
Speed from Hopkins, Minnesota. We haven't had too many players in the league from Minnesota, if any. Of course, it's not a conference game, but I just can't remember.
Yeah, you're right.
Players from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Because you think hockey, right?
Right, yeah.
And nicely done for Antonio Speed, the 6'4" junior from Hopkins, Minnesota. There's a breakaway. J.T. Pound threw it in the front court to Dixon, who says, okay, let's back it out a little bit.
Yeah, creating nice idea there. He's 1 on 2 or so.
And another steal for the Bengals. And going to the line will be Elijah Martinez. Fouls on Dixon.
Yeah, Dixon really couldn't do anything there. Had to.
This is getting a little dicey. Martinez will try to get it to a 10-point deficit.
What was the highest, Jim?
I think it was 13.
Yeah, I was going to say 13, 14.
And 2 for 2 at the line. Nice touch by Martinez from Augusta, Georgia.
Well, the pressure's been a little bit effective here.
Comes into Dixon, returns it to Pound. Still have time to get it over. They might have rushed it a little bit. And then a foul on Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez looking to play the ball there. Saw the ball, his eyes lit up, went through the ball and went through the man.
Each team now with 6 fouls, so on the next one, it will be a 1-and-1.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of time to shoot 1-and-1s.
$9:11 remaining. Second half, 72-62. Central Maine. Comes out to Marsh. He's being watched by Donovan Johnson. Pound gave up his dribble. Shoots. Comes up short. Rebound underneath. Up and in for Javion Jacobs.
Yeah. Jacobs got the inside position there, didn't give it up and didn't panic. Went up, got it, put it back up home.
He's
Yikes.
got at least 25. Steel Mustangs. Ryan White. And nice catch. Look at that catch by Jacobs, and he was still, didn't he switch that ball?
He did.
In midair from one hand to the other?
Yeah.
Get that replay ready.
I got to get that replay and slow it way down because I don't know how we managed the maneuver with the hands.
Marsh for 3. No good. Loose ball picked up by the Mustang. And there he is with his hard hat. J.T. Pound. Contact. The basket's going to count. +1.
So let's see the finish of this one again, Jim. You called it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the one I wanted.
Jacobs with 27. Pound with 16. On the other side, the Bengals have 4 players in double figures.
Yeah, they do.
So that was the completion of the 3-point play. So let's check the lineups for the Mustangs. And we're going to have a timeout, Fort Kent, before anything else, Rob. So Fort Kent will head right back tonight. Again, it's about 300 miles. 300-mile trip. I noticed they came down in vans, which sometimes is good, sometimes isn't. You know what I'm saying?
Little easy to sleep on one of those coach buses, isn't it? Huh?
Some of them are huge now too.
Yeah.
Of course, they have videos on there, and depending on what time of the year or what school, I get stories that they sometimes do a lot of studying on the bus. Let's see, 78-65, Central Maine leading over UMaine Fort Kent. Again, in the first game, the Central Maine women defeated the Fort Kent women, 85-73. That was a highly contested game. There's a breakaway. Ryan White lays it in just like Coach Gagne diagrammed
Oh, that's
it.
a beautiful play.
80-65. 3-pointer Bengals. Bang. That's Donovan Johnson. So went up to 15, back to 12. Almost another sneak away. Marsh still has about 6 seconds to get it up. They force it a little bit. The Bengals have it. Donovan Johnson on a pass from Novakovic. 80-70 Central Maine. Look at this pressure. Marsh gets it to Brigitte. Ryan White brings it across. Dixon tried to go behind his back, and it was knocked out of his hands. Here come the Bengals. Donovan Johnson for 3. Bang! And timeout, Central Maine. And look at those Bengals excited as they've cut it to 7.
Well, they should be. They did it in a flash. And they did it with some good defense and some good outside shooting.
Boy, so much happened since the Mustangs scored on that long pass and a layup. That was only like a minute ago, it seems.
Well, yeah, it's going to be the next replay we got. We're going to show you the whole thing because it's a well-conceived play coming out of the last time out. And I think you see the score right here. And this makes it a 15-point lead.
In the background, we got Call Me Maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen. You didn't think I knew that, did you?
I'm impressed with that, Jim.
I think a one-hit wonder. But anyway, this business at hand, Marsh gets it into Dixon. Contact in the backcourt, we play on. Dixon splits defenders. Down there is Jacobs, and he lays it in. He took his time.
Well, nice job by Coach Gagne. Steadying the ship. So get over here, boys. Here's what we do.
9-point lead, CM. Through traffic and getting the roll, Sam Williams.
Okay, time to close it out, Mustangs.
7 points is the lead for Central Maine.
Because the Bengals got something to say about it, and they've been playing tenacious defense.
Jacobs stuffs it.
That's a good answer.
I think that was Dixon who found him along that baseline.
Yeah, put the exclamation mark on that finish.
And going to the line.
Here it is.
It's going to be a 1-and-1.
Putting the exclamation mark right here. Whew.
Grady Dixon gets the personal. Will Duke returns. J.T. Pound returns. Dixon and Brigitte come out. At the line, Sam Williams, the junior from Las Vegas. And one more from Las Vegas, Nevada to Fort Kent, Maine. That is probably one of the biggest contrasts of weather you could have, though, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you know, if
Or
it's when it's a dry cold at minus 45 degrees, you know, it doesn't feel that bad.
I don't care. It's not as cold as it used to be. Why would you believe about climate? The climate right here is getting hot and heavy. It's only a 7-point lead as Marsh trying to get it across. Bounce pass to Duke. There's Jacobs, and he goes underneath, comes out the other side for a left-handed layup, and Coach John Mandeville calls timeout.
Yeah, a couple of good breaks there of the press. You know, they double the ball, and if you don't panic, you're going to get that type of layup. And you got Jacobs hanging around the baseline, and, you know, he's a quintessential finisher, as we've seen. He's been going up and down, finishing, sometimes with toast and jam. Hockey still holding on to a 2-0 lead in the final 2 minutes of the first period.
Patrick Dexler down there?
Patrick's doing the play-by-play, Chris Whale on production, and Abby Gagnon doing our camera.
Yeah, Patrick's a multi-sport guy, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's really worked hard at his craft, and he's always well-prepared, and he's really taken the challenge of becoming a good play-by-play guy.
Now, 6 or 7 years ago, whenever we were here, I remember Patrick was like one of the first people that greeted me and was friendly from the get-go.
Yeah, he lived under the scores table for about 6 or 8 months.
There was other people as well,
yeah.
You know, but I remember him right off the bat. Illegal screen. Second foul on Drew Rogers. Ball comes into Duke. Ryan White comes out of the corner, almost lost it. Duke for three. Bang! Big bucket, Will Duke to make it back up to 12. The other way, no good, missed by Sam Williams. Bengals get it back. Donovan Johnson, no good. And now, Luka Novakovic, sophomore from Serbia.
It's going to be the Duke three right here. The bench is up. Got it. That was a big basket.
Oh, yeah. And one more. Martinez back in, replacing Williams. And the second shot made by Novakovic. He's going to come out. Antonio Speed returns. 5.5 on the clock. Second half, 89-78, Central Maine. Pound's got to get it in, gets it into Duke, who sensed the double team, so he got rid of it to Marsh, and Marsh returns it to Duke. Marsh down the lane. JT Pound lays it in.
Oh, pretty pass by Marsh. That was a good break.
Duke, Marsh, and Pound.
Yeah, that was the way to break that press.
DeAndre Johnson, the floating shot, no good. Rebound, Pound. Marsh brings it across. Bounce pass to Duke for three. Spins off. Rebound, Speed. Knocked out of bounds by Marsh.
Here's that last play that we'll take a look all the way up the floor. The good passing here. Marsh doesn't panic, skips it to Duke. Duke through, takes a look back to Marsh on the penetration. No look pass, Pound to finish.
Rogers goes baseline to Speed. Near side. Martinez got it back, goes off glass, does not go. Halfway down and comes out. Lost out by the Bengals. We have another timeout on the court. 4:38 to go in the fourth. Central Maine 91, UMaine Fort Kent 78 on Munzing Media Sports.
Well, Fort Kent did a good job. They got about a 3-minute stretch there, Jim, where they had really good full court pressure, caused some disruptions, turnovers into points. But you know what? That's really hard to sustain. That's hard to sustain for 8 minutes or so.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, the Mustangs called the timeout. Coach Dave settled the guys down, said, hey, listen, you know, we know how to break this thing. And more composure, got some easy looks. Jacobs with a couple of put downs, Pounds with a couple of put downs. And, you know, they broke it down pretty well, back up to a 91-78 lead here. So the kind of thing you want. You know, you almost want your team to face some adversity, you know, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with facing adversity. You know, stare it down and conquer it. You know, conquer those intangibles that you need to do. And, you know, sometimes as a coach, you want to let kids work their way through that, Jim. You know, do it themselves, you know, not have to interject yourself into it. But, you know, there comes a time that, you know, Dave says, okay, we're going to take a timeout and go back and visit how we do this.
Yeah, they may give him more free reign earlier in the season than later, probably.
We hope they can work it out themselves.
Yeah. And they break it easily that time, the Mustangs do.
And this time they come back and choose some clock. That was a good decision. Nothing there.
JT Pound in the corner, dribbles out of the corner. White, near side to Marsh, directs a little traffic. And it's going to be a holding foul. Now you see the style actually of both teams. And two things can happen. You can make a comeback, as we saw, really, really quickly. Or the opposite. You could have things go haywire on 3 or 4 possessions, and all of a sudden you're down like 18 or something.
Right.
Foul shot missed by White, as you saw. Or rather, Jacobs, I beg your pardon. 3-pointer, no good. Donovan Johnson. Rebound. Pound is Will Duke. He lays it up and in. Nice vision by J.T. Pound.
Boy, when the bigs pass like that, you got something special.
Oh, yeah. Under 4 minutes to go. Central Maine by 15. Three-pointer, Bengals, no good by Speed. Again, last year, Fort Kent won both matchups. And foul on Central Maine. Fouls on Duke.
Pretty good balanced scoring, I think, when we're probably going to look at the final stats here in 4 minutes or so. I think the Mustangs will be pretty good across the board. They got a lot of contributions from a lot of guys. You know, they're potentially hitting 100 points. And
see, Fort Kent has 4 double-digit scorers.
Yeah, and they haven't gone as deep into the bench as well, I don't think, as the Mustangs have. So
3 double digits. Javion Jacobs, so all of a sudden, Rob is 33.
Ooh.
I can't say a quiet 33, but it sort of sneaks up on you sometimes.
Yeah, he's a little mini thunder.
Shot no good. Grabbed off the floor by Jacobs. Marsh, we're going to bring it out. Mustangs in no hurry now, leading by 14 with 3.5 to go. Little weave out front. Marsh going to go to Pound for 3. No good, all alone for the rebound. Martinez. DeAndre Johnson from downtown,
oh,
bang.
What a sweet shot.
Pound is another sneak away, but this time is broken up a little bit. But nice bet. Oh, big stuff for Jacobs on the assist from White.
White to Jacobs. White was just lurking down that right side saying, geez, I hope he sees me. I mean, Jacobson. High percentage shot.
Wait till Caden Moore comes back with his group.
Exactly. Exactly what I was just thinking. Yeah.
DeAndre Johnson, bang.
He and Javion going to be something, aren't they?
$95-85. Is Duke trying to get help? They still got 6 seconds to get it across. No problem. Marsh puts in a high gear. Marsh going to go all the way. And Will Duke says, thank you very much, as he picks up the loose ball. Duke does and lays it in. Back down the other way, a foul on Pound. He wasn't buying it, but doesn't say anything, just sort of made a face.
This is going to be the breakout. We got a long one here, long toss down.
Yeah, it looks like it was not going to work at all.
It worked okay in the finish.
Yeah, it did. One more shot for Speed. So other players on the roster for Fort Kent, I don't think dressed tonight, or still. DJ Shower is a senior from Chicago, Illinois. And Tashawn Doley, a junior from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Again, they only had 10 players listed. It's always interesting to see teams later in the season, you know, following different teams that we see early and see how they develop, or, you know, how they do against other teams. That one was halfway down, defied gravity, came out for Speed. Under 2 minutes to go, Mustangs by 12. I thought you were going to zig and you zagged.
That happens.
DeAndre Johnson with his head up to his brother Donovan. Three-pointer from the corner, no good by Rogers. Rebound, Pound. I think I'll get a recording of that so I wouldn't have to use my voice. Just push a button. Rebound by Pound.
Yes.
Dixon across the top of the arc. Mustangs halfway through the shot clock. Marsh took a pass to Williams, returns it to Williams. Traffic in the lane. Excellent defense for Kent. And no good by Martinez. Rebound by Javion Jacobs. In no hurry, obviously, are the Mustangs. And once again, sneaking away, Javion Jacobs. He's up to 35, Rob.
Ooh.
Three points shot coming up. That one's no good by Donovan Johnson. Jacobs had the rebound. Dixon sent it back outside. $12 on the shot clock, 18 on the game clock. Marsh gonna dribble it out the shot clock. And they're not even gonna shoot, I guess. So 7 seconds to go to wrap this one up. And nice hand for Javion Jacobs. JT Pound. As Sasha Alexiev and Alex Brigitte come in. Let's see if Fort Kent wants to take another shot.
Why not?
Donovan Johnson loses it in the lane, and that's going to do it. 99-85 Central Maine. But it was a lot closer than that for a majority of the game, wasn't it?
Yep, sure was. Yeah, it sure was. Nice little run there. Nice answer. Nice answer by the Mustangs. You know, when they turned the ball over, 2 or 3 times, and the lead went from 15, down to 9, maybe 8, and they settled the ship and executed with the press breaker. Got some easy baskets, and built that lead back up and got away. It's really hard to maintain that defensive pressure, like we said, for 10 or 12 minutes. So we're going to get Mr. Jacobs over here.
He had Rob. He had 37.
Here you go, Javion.
37 and 13 rebounds.
You got Jim Toomey, Rob Munzing here. Javion, say hi to the folks at home right up there. They just watched a fantastic performance by what you say you had, Jim?
37 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Wow, that was a fantastic game. Of course, you recipient, Javion, of a lot of nice passes as well, but the way you came up and finished, and your teammates are appreciative of that. Look at this right here, the Mustangs gather right there. He's the guy. He's the guy right there, getting it done for the Mustangs tonight. But, you took their best shot. They came after you there with the pressure. Coach tried to let you guys handle it, and then he said, okay, timeout. Come back over here, guys. Remember what we practiced. This is how we do it. Settle it down. Is that what happened? Wait a minute. Let me get you a little bit, get your mic up. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we had a few games like that. The past 3 games, we'll get up, and then we'll start falling back down. So just keeping our composure and finishing this game is really what helped us.
Well, I'm sure that was a point of contention after, the last game that we did here against UMaine Farm, 83-83.
Yes, sir.
They finished, you didn't. Coaching point made by Coach Dave, I bet, there, and said, hey, guys, next time we got to finish the game, and look what you did here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on 37 points, and certainly you earned the extra hour's sleep tonight that you're going to get, young man, because you put on a fantastic performance here. How many dunks, Jim? 5, 6?
I don't know.
How many do you think you got there? You're like a walking highlight package here for us.
Yeah, I think I had like 3 or 4.
Oh,
Try to get a few more next time.
Yeah, those are high percentage shots, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I love the way your teammates came over, Javion, to give you, a little bit of backing there. The chorus came in and all that. Congratulations. I don't even think I put the graphic up yet, but I'm going to put it up because I want the folks at home to see this.
Yes, sir.
You got the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. I think you got one of those ones earlier, too, but we didn't have you on here for the interview. So congratulations, young man.
You.
Fantastic job.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, you bet. Anybody at home to say hi to?
My mom and my uncle. I appreciate all y'all, and my aunties. I love y'all so much.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right, y'all have a nice day. so much.
Oh, yeah, you bet. This is fantastic. I've been here about 18 hours today, and that just made my day, Jim. I'm telling you, that was fantastic.
And that's the whole ball game in the sense of Munzing Media working with Central Maine Community College to keep in touch with your student athletes. You're sitting in the front row at home, and we like to send it to you at home, and you see how much he appreciated that support. From all the way halfway across the country. He, for a few seconds, he with his fans at home. It's just great. And then, of course, the teammates surrounding it put a little punctuation mark too.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Great.
All right.
That's great.
I think I'm going to go just to individual score.
Yeah, let's do that, Jim.
Fort Kent, 4 players in double digits. DeAndre Johnson, 21. He made 5 threes. His brother Donovan also made 5 threes.
Well, they're twins.
Yeah, well, 19 points, only a 2-point difference. 15 points for Sam Williams, 14 for Antonio Speed. 8 points, Drew Rogers. Elijah Martinez had 5. Luka Novakovic, 3. Also seeing action was Tyshawn Doley and Kenna Bikeli. For the Mustangs, they have 3 double-digit scorers. Javion Jacobs shot 16 out of 22 from the floor. 5 out of 7 at the foul line, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. JT Pound was involved as usual in many facets of the game. Double-double for JT, 18 points, 11 rebounds. He also had 4 assists. I love it when the big guys get some assists. Will Duke came strong at the end. 6 out of 11 shooting for 14 points. Will Duke, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. 9 points for Jaden Williams. Keontae Marsh had 7. 5 points for Ryan White. 5 also for Crady Dixon. Sasha Alexiev had a bucket in the first half for 2. 2 points for Alex Brigitte. Also seeing action, Aiden Jefferson and Luke Jameson. So in our first game tonight, it was the Central Maine women defeating Fort Kent 85-73. And in the nightcap, the Central Maine men defeated Fort Kent 99-85. Any final comments, Rob Munzing?
Well, we'll be with you here tomorrow for soccer and tomorrow for hockey. Hockey going on right now. They're between the first and second period. So thanks all for joining us. And sorry about the little blip that we had there. And we lost about 4 or 5 minutes of the game. But certainly came back, caught a lot of the action, that's for sure. And thank you for joining us here tonight. I want to thank Jim Toomey, the fine voice of Mustang basketball, and Steve English for all he does here. And Steve's getting me to collect all the replays that we did, and he'll put together highlights of that they play up here in the venue. So it's a team effort here, and we certainly thank everybody for their positiveness. And we keep it positive, you keep it positive on the chat. I've been watching the chat. It's all good stuff. So we appreciate you.
Central Maine Community College athletics is an easy sell for us. You know what I mean? We just have to tell what they're doing. We don't have to really make up stuff. So it's a quality product that we're glad to bring to people wherever they're watching. So speaking for our executive producer, Robert F. Munzing, I'm Jim Toomey. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports, take care, everybody.